Hello traders, what's pop? What's good? How you guys doing? How's your day going? Very nice. So, in case if you are new to this my YouTube channel, I am Imande FOREX. I've been trading for the past 4 years now. Let's say, yeah, 4 years because it's almost 5 years. So today I'm on your screen. I just want to give you some advice. And this has to do with your mental health, number one. Secondly, greed, number two. And number three is what? Knowing yourself. These three things work together though, but I'm going to summarize them. I'm going to summarize them as specific I can. Let me just say, I will just try to make it simple. Do you understand? Okay. So number one is that to master yourself. How do you master yourself when it comes to trading? Trading is one thing that's going to bring out who you really are. When you bring out who you really are, then you are going to know if this kind of personality, if this kind of habit you have is going to be a good one or it's not good for you. You understand? So that's what gets us to this part. Knowing who you are starts from the kind of risk you are taking. You understand? Don't get this twisted. The kind of risk you are taking. I hope you guys can hear me, because like I'm using my headphone here. Understand? But don't worry, I'm going to get a mic very soon so that you guys can hear me clear. Understand? So know who you really are have to do with what? One particular thing, the kind of risk you expose yourself to. You need to know what you are capable of risking. You understand? I know every day we see a lot of traders online taking $100 to 10,000, taking it to 20,000, just $100 account. Yeah, it's possible. But you have to also know that it all starts with your what? Your mental health. You understand? You can't risk what you can't afford to lose. That's what it starts with. If you cannot afford to lose it, you cannot risk it. Let me simple that first. Let's assume you just found a $100 account and this is all you have, and you just put it into your trading account. You put it into your broker account. Now you are going to start trading this money. So someone who took $100 to 10,000 in, let's say, in less than 2 days, or let me say in 2 positions, he did this comfortably. Why? Because he can risk this money. Even if he blows the account, if he lost the money, he will be okay. Do you understand? He will be okay. But for you, if you lose that $100, how are you going to feel? Are you going to be okay with it? Understand? Are you going to be okay with it? Are you going to feel comfortable if you lose that $100 account? That's the question you need to ask yourself first. So if I were you, if I have a $100 account and I know this is all my savings I've put into this, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go in little by little. Understand? I'm not just going to go all in. I'm going to go in little by little. I hope you understand what I'm saying. What does that supposed to mean is that I'm going to scale in, try to grow this account as little by little as I could, to make sure that at least I'll first of all take the account to 120, 130, 150. Remember, small step is also a step. Doesn't mean you have to get it big ones. Are you with me, guys? So that's number one. You need to know your what? You need to know yourself. You need to master yourself. You need to know your appetites, what you can consume, what you can take. That's number one. So secondly, it has to do with what? Your psychology. When I say your mental health. Bro, I personally titled this video Traders Talk because I want to have a real conversation with you guys. I want you guys to know the real deal here. Understand? Making money in trading is just as making money in every other field, but you also have to treat this as a business. You understand? Let me give you an example. If you are going to go into a farming business, let's say you are going to farm. What kind of farm do you want to farm? You need to first of all specialize on that kind of farm. If you are going to be doing all these birds, let's say chickens, or you want to train goats, understand? Or you want to make normal farm, plant rice, do a lot of things, plant yam. Hope you are getting me. You need to be specific about it. And secondly, you need to know the kind of business you are going to get into and how to manage that business properly. Hope you are with me. The same thing comes when it comes to trading. You have to invest your time. You have to, in fact, investing your time is one of the most important things when it comes to trading. Are you with me? You have to what? Invest your time. This investing your time is not, how do you invest your time? Let me say this. How do you invest your time when it comes to trading? First of all, if you have a trading strategy that is working, or if you don't have a trading strategy, as a beginner, you want to get into this, you don't have your own strategy, but you really need to be making something for yourself. As I've said in my previous videos, adopt a strategy which someone is already using, and this person is profitable. Understand? Over the long period, this person has been using this strategy. You understand? Like me now, I can't really switch to other strategy because I've been using this my strategy for the past 3 years. Understand? And this strategy has been working. The reason why I've not been making money ever since then was just because of me. I was not able to figure out my appetite, you understand? Because every time you place a trade, now the market is going to give you two options. It's either you win or you lose. So if you have this mentality as a trader, this is what separates the profitable trader from the ones who consistently blow accounts. The profitable trader is not after being right. It's not after being right or being wrong. Are you getting me? It's after probabilities. It's after his strategy. If a profitable trader, a trader who is profitable, take a trade and that trade end up to be lost, he's not going to feel bad about it because why? He's following his strategy. He's following his risk management. So you also have to adopt that kind of energy, that kind of style in order to make consistent profit in the market. So, just as I've said before, you need to master yourself. Secondly, you need to know your appetite, what you can take and what you cannot take. Hope you are with me, guys. So, last but not the least, I need to let you know this one for free. Make sure you don't give yourself a break. Don't give yourself a break. Even if you take loss, still come back. Analyze your chart. If you see an opportunity, go in again. That's the secret. Consistency is the key. But you have to be consistent in the right way. Are you with me? You need to be doing what? Be consistent in the right what? In the right way. You can't be consistency and be doing something different, be doing something that is not aligned with your trading plan. If you listen to most traders, they will tell you plan your trade and trade your plan. That is true. But sometimes, no trade happens suddenly. You must have seen this 3 hours away, 2 hours away, or 1 hour before that trade happened. You don't just come into the chart and you see the trade is about to happen. Unless you have already mastered your strategy, you have already mastered your edge. So you might just come into the chart anytime and you spot this kind of thing happening because your edge is telling you that, oh, look at what is about to happen. Hope you understand. So you have to understand this, that every step of the way there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be ups and downs. So you have to master that too. Because a profitable trader is not a guy who consistently takes profits, but is the one who takes profits even when loss come. So that's going to be